You know, it's really funny that I did a little research for this video just to figure out, like, oh my god, I think I know the reason why Harman Smith dislikes Elden Ring. And you may get it or not throughout this whole video I'm going to do right here for you, kind of dissect everything for you guys, because this one kind of just clicked in my head and I thought to myself, oh my god, Harman has an issue, and it was just clearly obvious. And I kind of wanted to confirm it for myself. And well, let's just say I went through a couple of his live streams and I got my answer. But you know what, fam? Let's just go ahead and go through this video and I'll explain along the way why Harman Smith himself hates Elden Ring. So like I said before we start every single video, please make sure to go grab yourself a nice little snack and a nice little drink, and let's just go ahead and dive right into this content.
We're in this weird position where FromSlop is doing their typical thing of having their shills, people like Asmongold and Moist Critical come out and try to say that, like, well, actually, the game is perfect. People are only complaining about it because it's too hard.
Yeah, Harman, and it's actually kind of funny to watch these people get filtered and complain online. It's actually really funny. For the past couple weeks that I've been seeing people post online complaining, bitching, and just saying it's too hard, it needs to be toned down, we need an easy mode to help our fifis. It's just amazing how people expect to be spoon-fed all this shit to them just because they can't get good. They refuse to put the time into the game, or like pick up a strategy guide or watch a YouTube video of like, how can I beat this fucking, boss that's beating my ass? It just amazes me that they refuse to get good. And there's multiple ways that you could get good and progress in this game. But you know what? It's not my skill issue to deal with.
If someone could get through all of Elden Ring, do you really think they would be upset about the difficulty?
Oh, wait, you serious? Let me laugh even harder.
Go ahead and delete that. Checked out Nine Souls yet? I played the demo. Did it officially release?
You know what's funny, Harman? All these people bitching and complaining about the DLC being a little too hard and a little too difficult, that I can't just slam my head against the wall and beat all the bosses so easily, are the same people that beat Elden Ring. And these are the same people that fucking said, yo, Elden Ring is a little too easy, man. Man, it was so easy. I'll be able to steamroll through the DLC. But Miyazaki came in and said, bet. All right, let's see how good you guys really are then. Let's see how badly I can make you rage quit. And I can't, say, oh, everybody rage quit. Sometimes they want to go take a break, which is perfectly fine by me. But, a lot of people are going to be saying in the comment section, Gar, you're getting your ass whipped by Gale in here. Yeah, but I'm not giving up. I'm actually trying new builds out, trying new things out, just seeing what I can come up with. And you know what? Here's the funny part about that, too. I'm actually having fun with the game and the DLC. Shocker, somebody's having fun with Elden Ring. Oh no.
Right, this is the problem with FromSlop, and the reason I cannot stand them and their fanboys is that, like, every time someone talks about their games, how finicky they are, like how slow paced they are, like the combat, the glitches, like the frame rate, the bosses, like the cheap one shots, like they all just like do this thing where they're just like, yeah, is it too hard for you?
Go on, get angry, you fucking loser! Get all nice and salty for me!
That's the way I like my Harman Smith. Nice and salty and seasoned, perfect to the core. Hey Harman, how does it feel to get filtered? How does it feel not to play a nice little casual game like you usually like to?
Like, never mind the fact that I've played and beaten far more difficult games than Dark Souls, right? That I am an extremely experienced player who knows what he's talking about when it comes to like difficulty in games and what is good and challenging gameplay. Like Elden Ring, no FromSlop game is difficult. Like, they're just cheap.
Oh, really, Harman? They're easy to play? They're just so easy to play. You know what? I'm going to do some digging around real quickly because I have a feeling that some past footage is about to reveal some very, very interesting things. Yeah, Harman, I pay attention to your channel, and I know when you stream specific things. Games like Super Monkey Ball, which took you a while to figure out a certain puzzle, which was pretty obvious, and let's not mention Ghost of Tsushima.
Y'all gonna get a big laugh out of this.
Now, I want you guys to pay very, very close attention to this. Since Mr. Pro Gamer over here has about maybe 5 points away from unlocking the wind stance, that means currently right now he has the stone and water stance unlocked, meaning he has 2 effective stances that could really work against shields and regular swordsmen. Now, I have a question for y'all. Does Harman Smith A, use these stances to his advantage so he can actually win against these fights? Or B, does he get his ass beat to a pulp to the point where he has to hyper-focus and actually fight these enemies just by spamming? Let me know what you guys think.
Damn, really? Damn, really? You can't block. The fuck is that? Like, you can't block it. You can't dodge it. Okay.
Harman, you have no leg to stand on. You are a spammer. You are not built for Dark Souls. You are built for easy games that allows you to steamroll enemies and bosses easily. You have probably never beaten a Souls game in your life. And let's be honest here, the probably most difficult game that you ever played was probably a My Little Pony game. Let's be frank here for a second. And you sitting here saying that I've played harder games than Soul games, you're full of shit. You're absolutely full of shit, and the way that you played Ghost of Tsushima really tells on you.
They're not well-designed, interesting games, right? There are so many more better action-packed games in this genre that do the same thing but better, right? Monster Hunter chief among them.
There's little differences between Elden Ring and Monster Hunter, but the complaints that you would have for Monster Hunter are practically the same ones that you would have for Elden Ring if you actually played Monster Hunter. Because God knows your skill issue looking ass would have a problem with Mr. Pickles over there. And if anybody from Monster Hunter knows what I'm talking about, you're an OG and I love you.
FromSlop is just not a very good development studio, right? And I do think this this DLC, it really is a very good indication of that.
Are you sure about that, Harman? Because let's be honest here for a second. Elden Ring by itself is the most accessible Souls game for anyone to get access to. All they have to do is put time into it. And my God, From Software and Miyazaki just absolutely outdone themselves this time with Elden Ring. So honestly, it's more of a bit of a skill issue. Well, I mean, let's not even say skill issue. Let's just say it's a bit of a, you have an attitude problem that needs to be corrected if you're even going to touch this game.
Like, the first instinct of the FromSlop fanboy is to come out and do damage control for people who aren't enjoying the game and are like bringing up all the very numerous issues.
The only valid criticism that I would even consider valid that these people would put out there is the small arenas and the frame rates. I've seen where the frame rates would just dip down, and it was pretty bad, and that's something that they do need to fix, and they'll fix it. Trust me, they'll take care of it. Unlike Game Freak, which they should be taking care of Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, but hey, we all know about that, huh, guys?
Like FromSlop has not been doing anything new or interesting in their entire history, essentially, right? They have always been outclassed by other developers. Armored Core was outclassed by all the other mech games out there.
If we're going to say Damien X Machina was better than Armored Core 6, then I hate to say it, Harman, you have no idea what the fuck you're talking about at all. You haven't even touched Armored Core 6 to even make that judgment call. I bet you even played Damien X Machina. Ooh, look, I get to customize my little pilot and get very, very little customization to my mecha Damien X Machina. I get all these boring ass weapons in fucking Damien X Machina while I'm over here being a fucking god in fucking Armored Core 6. Yeah, you don't have any good taste at all. And you know what? I could smell the skill issue starting to manifest.
Like, I have seen the hardcore FromSlop fanboys come out and say that, like, wow, they really took Radon, a fan favorite boss from the base game, and made him the final boss of the DLC, right? That is disappointing.
That guy's full of shit.
You do understand that's Radon Prime, and a lot of the fucking hardcore people that enjoy Elden Ring are very impressed by that. It's Radon in his prime. If you don't know the fucking lore behind Radon in his prime, then you need to go read up on it, because when you do this battle, oh, it is absolute fucking hype. I thought, I did think about it too. It was like, oh god, they recycled Radon. That's great. No, this is a different type of Radon. This is a different type of animal.
They didn't do anything new or interesting with this DLC, right? This game went from like a Game of the Year contender to just being this thing that people are just like desperately trying to do damage control for.
So fitting to see a fucking normie talk out of his ass and just recycle what the others have been saying instead of coming up with their own opinion. That's really cute, Harman. Did you happen to go on Steam and steal all those opinions instead of having one for yourself? Wouldn't surprise me. Fucking normie.
Oh man, this is the most difficult game ever. Oh, this streamer spent 50 hours trying to beat the final boss. Like, okay, but I'm still not gonna buy it. I'm still not gonna play it. Like, why would I? Nothing I've seen from this game indicates that it's fun.
So let me get this straight. You've lied previously about playing Elden Ring. I mean, you've lied. You've said before that you played Elden Ring and it was nothing special. But you just admitted here that you find nothing special about this game at all. Oh boy, it is just so easy to disprove you. It's not even funny. Just like the other fraud.
And I do think this is the big major takeaway to get from this, is that, like, I don't think people have fun playing these games.
Very poor choice of words.
Listen here, you little egomaniac, you freaking one-trick pony. You do not speak for anybody. Okay, you do not talk for me, you do not talk for anybody, you do not talk for your neighbor down the street. You don't decide for us what we find fun, okay? The only thing that you can deem anything fun is for yourself. And unlike you, I don't have skill issues in trying new games, okay?
How Michaela is trans and that, like, he's sending people out to breed with, like, it's just like, I don't know. Okay. Like, I don't follow the lore. I don't know how, like, ridiculous it's gotten.
Oh, would you look at this? Another lie we've caught you in, Harman. Man, this is starting to get a little too easy, Harman. Starting to disprove you and everything. Like, you gotta start keeping your, you gotta keep your storyline nice, neat, and clean, because if you don't, I'll be there to be a fucking vulture to come pick at it.
Vadi Vidya putting on a voice and making some weird theory video about, like, why that guy was stuck in the tower basement is just like, who cares?
A lot of people do care. A lot of people do care about the lore, just like I do. And those lore people, Smogtown and Vidya, do a fantastic job. And if they happen to come across this video and made it this far in this video, Trust me, guys. Ignore what this basement dweller says about you guys. You guys do a fantastic job with your videos. Honestly, you guys nail it out of the park with your videos. So trust me. Thank you guys very much for those videos. They are absolutely fantastic. As for you, Harman, every single time I catch you talking about like a certain content creator, it always seems like they do a better job of you with creating content, and it seems like you're mad that you can't create good content like they do. Am I detecting like some jealousy and a bit of a skill issue here again?
Because like when you really look at like how Nintendo fans act, us superior gamers, yeah, we're willing to like criticize video games. And it's very difficult to really establish any flaws these games have because the community just dismisses them as intentional, right?
Oh, trust me, Harman. We're doing perfectly fine finding the flaws in this game that need to be patched or quickly fixed in this game. We don't need your aficionado-looking ass in here to tell us what's wrong with this game because you've never played a Souls game and how it should exactly be a Souls game. Okay, buddy? Stay in your fucking lane, your little casual-looking freaking...
This was supposed to be the release that solidified Elden Ring as an all-time classic, but in reality, I think Shadows of the Erdtree is nothing but a boat anchor.
You know what though, Harman? This DLC has solidified itself within time. You want to know why? Because it shows people who actually put dedicated time into something versus the fucking people that bitched and moaned the whole time. And it also solidified people like you that just stood on the sidelines and did absolutely nothing but bitch and complain and did absolutely nothing worthwhile. And I'm so glad I do videos on you because now I can solidify this video in time and show everybody that not only are you a fraud, but you have some major skill issues with your life right now that you rather not fix at all and you just rather keep ignoring. So honestly, Harman, you were not the problem here. You are, as per usual. And you know what, fam? I want you guys to take one little message away from this video, and I really want you guys to take this one to heart. If you ever hear Harman Smith trash talking one of your favorite games that you know that's really freaking good, take it as a compliment. Take it as a compliment that this loser right here, Harman Smith, could never complete that game at all. Take it as a compliment to like, yeah, you know what? I tried to beat this game and I did my absolute best, and I'm not even going to be put in the same place as freaking Harman, which is pretty much the trash can. But fam, that's pretty much all I got from Harman Smith because let's be honest here. This man could talk trash all day long about a game, but it's just like you've never played it. You don't put any time invested like the rest of us do to actually get good at these games. But you know what, fam? Besides all that mess, thank you very much for watching my video. I really do appreciate it. And if you enjoy this type of content, please leave a like and comment in the comment section. It's always a pleasure to talk to you guys. And hey, if you want more of this type of content, you want to help me grow to 10K, subscribe to the channel. It lets me and, well, YouTube know that, hey, you know what? Gar did an awesome job on this video, and I want more of Gar's videos. But anyway, fam, that's enough out of me, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Later, fam. And Harman, get fucking good, you absolute loser.
You're like a